Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to today's makeup tutorial. I'm hoping that you're ready to learn something new today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you were here yesterday, we had so much fun. I'm hoping that we're going to have even more fun today. So I have already gone ahead and started and I'm doing some skin work. Hi Kathy, how are you? How are you? How are you? Welcome to my live. Where are you watching from? So I've gone ahead to do my skin prep and then I am doing my skin work. I have applied my foundation, done my contour, done my highlight, and now I'm just setting my face with a powder. So I wanted to speed things up, which is why I have gotten to this point. So I'm taking my setting powder and I'm going to be dusting it off like so. And I'm just setting the under of my eyes. So this is where you put concealer to work up the dark circles if you have dark circles, or just to give your face that natural highlight that it has. Because once you put like foundation, your face can tend to be bland or just one tone. So this just brings back the highlights and then your contour gives you the low light. So I'm just setting this. You have to do this to your powder. This just improves the application. So once you have set, you can also use a blender to do this, but I'm using a brush today. So I'm going to press it to my forehead because I have already applied my highlights there, and then my chin, my T-zone basically. So now that this is done, we can now set the contour and then the blush. I used a liquid blush, so contour and blush, and then we can go ahead and start doing the eye work. So to do my contour, I'm going back to my palette. This is a brand called V Beauty. This is a Nigerian brand. So I'm going to be using this to do my contour. And I like to use a brush to pick up the product and apply it to my cheekbones. So this part is contoured. I am just using the brush to finish that up. So I want to give the contour some setting, and you do this with a powder. So I like to blend it into my blush like so. So you have to tap off the excess product. You don't want to have too much product on your brush, or else it's going to appear really harsh and it will be hard for you to blend it. So I keep tapping it off to get rid of excess powder. Now I'm blending this into my blush. As you can see, this will give you a very seamless finish. And this is what it's looking like so far. So my contour is set, and now I'm going to set my blush. I'm using a blush palette from a brand called CPD, and I'm using a brush to do this. So I'm going for a peachy shade. Always tap off the excess of all your powders and build it up. So I'm applying the blush to where I already applied the cream blush, just to set it in place. So remember to tap off as well. How are you guys doing today? How are you? How are you? Let me know in the comments. How are you feeling today? So I'm going to keep building it until I am satisfied. With blush, you want to be very careful because you can over apply. Well, it is better to build it in little batches. So keep on going into the palette until you have your desired outcome. So I keep tapping it like this. Now that my blush is set, I'm going to look at both sides because it does happen that one side may be more than the other. So keep on looking at it. Hi Olamide. Hi Matt. How are you guys? How are you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mateo, are you Asian? I see a little writing beside your name. How are you? How are you? How are you? Olamide, your name is Nigerian. How are you? Welcome to my life. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my life. How are you today? So I'm going to be using this powder palette to set the rest of my face. I'm very well. Thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. Guys, where are you watching from? If you're new here, my name is Jenna and I am a makeup artist. And on my live, I do a live makeup class. So welcome to my class. Welcome to class. You're right on time. So I'm tapping out the excess and I'm going to be setting my face with the powder. You definitely don't want to skip this part because it really helps with the overall look. So always go ahead and set with like a powder that is your natural shade, the powder that you will usually use it to set. Hi Nikki, how are you? Welcome to my live. And if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and um, press that subscribe if you haven't subscribed and give my video a thumbs up. Touch the subscribe button. So don't forget your forehead. Make sure that you are applying powder there to set it as well. This just helps everything to come in together and everything looks flawless together. So this is not one step that you should skip, trust me. So this is what it's looking like so far. If you need to adjust, you have to go back and look at it before you go on to the next step. So far I think it looks good. So I'm going to do my nose contour. And to do this, I'm just picking up a brush. I'm picking up a brown shade from my palette, the same one I used to set my contour. And this I'm going to use to define my nose. So for me, it's easy because like there's a natural line for my nose, so I just follow that line. But if you're someone that has a hard time doing this, then um, you have to put the concealer first and then do the contour with the powder. Or if you like to use the cream, you can use the cream contour. Hi Sandra, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome to my live. Do give my video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. So I work in very, very small bits, if that makes any sense, just to build it up. Thanks, guys. Thanks for giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I keep on building it, honestly. As you can see, it's forming. Now, when I get to the bottom of the nose, what I like to do is to use. Hi, Christy. How are you? Thank you very much. What I like to do is to use a lighter brown to do the bottom. So this gives it like a very, very natural finish down there. Christina, where are you watching from? Thank you. So the contour is done. I'm gonna look at it from both sides and see what it looks like. So you definitely don't want the line to be very harsh. You want it as subtle as possible. That's what is going to give it a very natural finish. So look at it from side to side. And something you definitely should be doing is setting your nose contour. And I'm using a powder to do this. And I'm just using my beauty blender. I like to pinch it so that you can target that part. Do not skip this. Make sure that you're doing this. So this is what it looks like. You can go back to your brush and just finish this up. clean it up if you went overboard with the highlight. So this is what we're looking at. Now I'm going to go back into my setting powder. Remember, whenever you pick up the powder, dust it on the back of your hand. Just press it to even it out. Hi NYA, how are you? Welcome back to my live. So I'm setting it from here, like so, just to clean up that nose. And in this is what we're looking like. What is that? Is that a robotic eye? So remember to blend this out. If you don't, you're going to have harsh lines with your powder. And trust me, it's hard to blend out. So try to avoid that as much as possible. I'm just cleaning this up because we're going to go into the eyeshadow next. All right, this is good enough. Now, if you want, you can actually bake your under eyes, but these days I don't bake anymore. I just set it and let it be because I'm going for the less is more. We need to do less, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is to do my brows. And to do my brows, I like to use some gel or brow gel, or you can actually use your hair gel. Just make sure that the gel is quick drying and that when you use it, you don't get any white cast. If you have white cast, it's not good. So use a gel that doesn't have white cast and one that dries quickly because some gels tend to be slow drying, so you may have a hard time. And use a clear gel. I am very well. Thanks for asking. Thank you. So just what you do with the gel is to brush your brow up and keep it in place so that whenever you use your pencil to draw it, you have a very nice outcome. So this is what we're doing. All right, brush, brush, brush. Make sure it's staying in place. And you're just going to adjust it before it dries. Okay. Now the next thing I like to do is to grab a setting powder and then I will be setting it. And just setting it with the powder, like so. So this is done. Already we're looking good. Next thing I'm doing is to grab my brush and I'm getting ready to do my brows. I have my pencil here, guys. RIP to this pencil because I'm going to use it until it's finished. Um, Now I'm going to be sharpening it. If you don't know, on this channel, I always advocate for using very sharp pencil to do your brows. It just helps you and it makes it so much easier to make sure it's as pointy as this before you use it. So I'm going here and you see how I'm not digging in. You don't want to dig in to the pencil or use the pencil to dig in because you're going to have very harsh lines. So be very light-handed with this and just follow the natural pattern of your eyebrows. Okay, so I start with the bottom and then I go for the top. So you see how the part that you brushed just directs you. This is why you need a gel. It just really helps you tame all those hairs. especially if you have like brows that the pattern of your hair growth is like all over the place. Helping the gel helps you to like put it in place. So, and it also works for even if you don't want to draw your brows. It's perfectly okay. Just make sure that they're in place. So this is what we're looking like. And when I get to the front, I'm doing hair-like strokes just to mimic. Do you see how that blends in? You wouldn't tell that the front has pencil in it. So we're trying to mimic it as much as possible. So for the bottom, I'm going to be drawing tiny strokes here to cover up all the parts that don't have gaps. Well, there are no hairs there. So now if you like your brows like darker, then you can use like a darker pencil. I aim for like close enough shade with my brows. So this is what we're looking like. Voila. And we're going to do this one. Once again, I'm going to sharpen my pencil to get it really sharp. And then we're doing the same thing. Remember, be light-handed. And we're just doing the same thing here. I mean, for your brows, honestly, just try to get them as close as possible. They may look different on some days, and that's totally okay. Okay, voila. Remember to not dig it in. Just take it as softly as possible until you get it looking as close enough as you would like it. All right, this is looking good. Now I'm going to use this to fill up any gaps that I think I need to. And I get to the front, I'm doing hair like strokes, filling it from the bottom as well. Now you want to keep your brush close by because you're going to need it to brush it every single time. All right, these are done. Now you would notice that this one is actually fuller than this one. It's no problem. I can fix this with concealer or with the pencil. Ooh, okay. It also depends on like the hair pattern. This part tends to be thicker here, while this part is thicker, while this part is fuller in here than here. So also the way your brows are, your natural brows are, could also determine the outcome. So don't be too worried about that. Just know how to work with your brow pattern. So these are very, very thick. So how I get them looking just slightly lighter is to use a brow pomade, the ones that come with like the spoolie brush. That works perfectly because a lot of times they have like a lighter brown look depending on the shade that you buy. Um, if you don't have that, just make sure you brush this up properly, and then you can use a little bit of translucent setting powder and fix this. So I'm just going to go back into my setting powder to fix this. And I'm just placing it all over that brow. So the good thing about the brow pomades too is that they help to set the brows. They will end up staying in place, like they won't move. Okay, so these are ready to be cleaned up. So to clean this up, I'm going to be doing my all-time technique. I'm going to be using a super dark shade of concealer, and I will be using a lighter shade of concealer. The light shade is for the the brow bone, while the darker shade is for every other place. So just watch and learn. So I'm using my rounded brush. I'm going to be picking up this light shade like so. And because I have makeup on my face and I don't want to smudge this, I'm using one of these. So I'm going to be highlighting the brow bone. So I found that the rounded brush is easier for me. If you're not very good with like using a rounded brush for this, I would say you can use a flat brush. And then I'm going into the darker shade. This will give you a very natural finish for the brow. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the party. How are you today? Oh boy. And that one went away. Okay. I'm very well. Thanks for asking. I am very well. So this is what it's looking like. Now to clean the brows for on top, I'm just going to wipe off the brush, make sure that there is almost no product on the brush. And I'm just tracing this out. And like so. And this is done. Simple and easy. And we're going to go do this one. Back into the lighter shade. Into the lighter shade I go. And I'm focusing on this area. By the way, this is your brow bone area. This part naturally is the lightest part of your brow. So we're basically mimicking that with the makeup. So don't be alarmed. Okay. We're keeping it as close as possible. And we're doing the same here. So like I said, bear in mind it might not be exactly the same. So hi Drew, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How have you been, Drew? All right. Now we're wiping this off and going into that dark shade. And this we're going to use for this part, only this part, and this part. Now I'm going to wipe off everything and we're going to fix the top. All right. So we've gotten this as close as possible. I'm not drawing anything, Mike. Don't put me in. I'm not getting into that again. You put me in trouble yesterday. I was supposed to draw a bird and it turned out to be a penguin. It was a bird too, but that was what was in the plan. Mike set me up. Not today, Mike. Not today. All right. All right. Now to wrap this up, I am going to be blending this in. Mike, however, you can actually no thank you. No thank you. Well, you can actually tell me something to do for Valentine. What do you want me to do? What? Oh, I should do maybe little hearts. Maybe. Wow, February is going by so fast. I can't believe that this weekend we would have done 1 week already. By Saturday, it will be 1 week already. That's crazy, guys. This year is already going by quickly. Which face? This face? All right. So this is what we're looking like. We can go back and adjust this. I think I need to adjust it here just a little bit. Yes, Mike is here. Mike's in the building. Mike is such a hater. No, no, no. I'm not doing that face for Valentine's Day. Yeah, yeah. That is funny. Don't be a hater. So this is what it's looking like. Browser done. Now I'm going to set this and then I am going to go in for my eyeshadow look today. Guys, I actually don't know what I want to do for my eyeshadow today, which is shocking. Well, you're at the right place, Mike. You're at the right place. Don't 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 fight it. You're at the right place on my channel. So I'm going to set this up with some concealer and we're gonna get ready. I'm not doing any eye art today. I'm just keeping it simple. We're keeping this simple. I know, and you're gonna earn a lot of money. Trust me, and you're a guy, so that even makes it so much better. When you open your business, just call me. Let me know. Let me know. So makeup is such a lucrative job. So like you can earn a lot from it. Even just from selling like the products alone, you can earn a lot. So it's good. By the way, I have a makeup job tomorrow, so I'm prepping for tomorrow's job. So we're gonna set this with a little bit of powder. totally optional because you can just go ahead and use your eyeshadow and it's gonna grip. So let's see. What are we doing today? What are we doing? Yes, I do. If you're, by the way, if you're in Sudbury, you know to hit me up and I will do your makeup, okay? I am located in Sudbury and I am now in store. So I'm going to do what should I do? I wish I had some red. It would have been good to do like some red. I have a colorful eyeshadow palette. Do I travel? For now, not really. Just because I mean, if I had a vehicle, I would have been able to travel like within Ontario and maybe even farther. But because I'm a student and I'm still in school, I can't travel too far, just in case I have to do like schoolwork. So not yet. But I can travel like within the UK is far. No, 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 no. I'm in school, okay? Maybe after school, then I can consider doing that. But right now, I can't because of school. I know you're pulling my legs, but that is a good question. I should actually just get it out there. For now, I can't really travel. Well, maybe very soon. Who knows? When I'm done with school, I will. I would love to do that. It'd be so fun. Hi Richie, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you guys prepping for tomorrow? Guys, please bring a lot of people tomorrow. I want tomorrow to be very busy, okay? I hope tomorrow is going to be busy. So, guys, I'm really debating what I want to do with my eyes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Mike says not too bad. Richie isn't talking about you. Okay, so let's see. It's so hard when you have to think of like creative things to do because you're just thinking, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Guys, what color should I do for my eyes? Let's see. What should I do? I don't want to do something dark. I don't want to do something dark. Let's see. Oh, I miss all my metallic colors. I wish I had metallic palettes. I don't have them anymore. Let's see, what can I do? What can I do? Paparam, papa. What is possible? Let's see. What is possible? Hmm. Gray and orange. But that's a weird combination. I do have gray, but how am I going to do that? Oh, okay, 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 okay. That could work actually. That could actually work. So let's see. So I'm starting off with this color that says graphite. This should be close enough. This should be close enough. This is kind of gray, but it's like cement kind of gray. So we're gonna start off with this. And I'm placing it just here, like it's like wet cement. So I'm placing it on my lid like so. This is giving you like a very wet cement look. So I'm putting it here on my lid and I'm going to keep it there. So I think I'll do a two color eyeshadow today. Nothing dramatic. And maybe I might go crazy with the eyeliner. So really you are? That is so nice. That is so nice. So how is interior decoration? I hope you're not pulling my legs, Mike. I hope you're not being mischievous, please. But if that is true, then oh, with the bird again. If that is true, then that's really cool. So I'm keeping this just here. I'm going to go ahead and do the same here. Black and white. Why? All right. So this is what we're looking like. Okay. So this is the base color. And now where this gets interesting is that we're going to be using this shade to blend it out. I'm using this shade. This is like a deep orange. That is, I think I have another orange that is much brighter. So I'm using this shade of orange. But I think I'm using the deep one first to build it. And then this one is for the top. So I'm going to go in. Let's see. I have a brush that could handle all of this. Da, 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 da. Dee, 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 dee. Hi ABD, how are you? Okay, not this brush. This brush is done. Okay, so this is a very pigmented color, so I'm gonna start little and then so what I'm doing is to blend it out just here. I want to blend out the two shades. So I'm going in a very rounded motion. EBD, how are you today? I do remember you. How are you? So I really want to blend this so that they look like they are merged. So I'm going to keep on doing this. Oh, it's a puff to prevent me from soiling the makeup. It's a powder puff. Mike is really studying for tomorrow. I do hope you get the first prize because you've been very, very religious with this. So I'm going to do the same here, just blending it out. So I'm just going round, 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 round and round, round and round the garden like a teddy bear. Wait, is that how they sing it? What's the song again? Thank you, Richie. Round around the garden, like teddy bear, I think. So this is what it's looking like so far. I'm going to go into that brown, that first shade, just because we want this to match up. It is not matching up at all, so I have to go back and match it up. Match it up, match it up, match it up, match it up. So just blending this into the orange so it has a more nice blend. I look great because of the gray and orange eyeshadow. Wow. How nice of you, Mike. Very nice. So I'm just blending this into the orange. All right, so this is what it's looking like. Not bad, not bad. Now to finish it off, I'm going to go into the lighter orange, and this will give it more color. Trivia night is for tomorrow. So trivia night is Saturday, Sunday, and Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have 3 nights of trivia. So come tomorrow and have so much fun. I can go. So yes, if I'm busy, so it could get cancelled if I am very busy. So I hope I'm not too busy this weekend. But so far I'm not. So fingers crossed. If I have to bake a cake, I'm sorry I might not be here. But I post stuff on my community. So guys, if I don't come, I'm gonna post something. So be on the lookout. All right. Okay, not bad. No, makeup night does get cancelled, trust me. Oh my god, that is a bad reputation. You want to try my cooking? Oh, well, I cook, but then I'm more of like a pastry chef and a baker, so that maybe one day, who knows? How do you find my? You want to find my community? I already told you I stay in Sudbury, so if you come to Sudbury, just ask Jenna. You would miraculously find me. So my business is you can find me on Instagram actually. I am yes Richie. My business name is Jenna Streets. So it's Jenna. On Instagram there is no apostrophe, so it's Jenna Streets altogether. So Jenna Streets is spelled JENNAHSTREATS. So Jenna Streets. You would find me on Instagram as Jenna Streets. All right. Okay, Mike, you're on fire. Okay, this is not as bad as I thought. This is actually pretty cool. This is good. No, Jenna Streets. TREATS. Not street. No, Richie got it, but it's not K, it's a T. Jenna's treats, like sweets. You have treats, right? Just like when you say trick or treats, or what do they say on this thing Halloween? Trick or treats, right? Treats. Okay. I can go. Really? Wow. Yeah, the big nickel, you're correct. Yep, yep, yep. The big nickel city. Wow, that is really good. That means she's in the north, which is really cold. It's so cold here. Like, it's crazy. But I actually like the weather. I really like the weather. Yes, please. Yes, please. You can actually find me in I'm gonna put maybe very soon I'm gonna put the address. I actually have a physical location where I do makeup, so it's a salon. So you can find me in the salon. If you're in Sudbury or if you know someone in Sudbury that wants to get their makeup done, you can come find Jana. Thanks, Mike. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right, guys. This is what it's looking like. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, to make this even better, I'm going to grab this shimmer here. No, sadly, I don't cut hair. I can do like braids, like African braids, but that's about it. You do not want to trust me with a clipper, but I'm sure I can learn it, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not. It's a lot of work and pressure. So I'm gonna put this here just to give this a little bit more light. So now that I'm looking at this, I now get Richie's point. It does give like sun and moon vibe, but if this was like a brighter orange, because this orange seems really dark, I feel like if this was a brighter orange, then it would really give the sun and moon vibes. But not bad. No bird. Nice try, nice try, Mike. No bird. No bird. Nice try. So I'm doing the same here. You set me up yesterday. I'm not about to do that again. Maybe one day I'll actually learn and perfect the bird, and then I can do it. But right now, no. No penguin. No penguin. Please. So this is what it's looking like. And let's see. This is done. I wish I had like black glitter. This would really bring this out. But sadly, I don't. So let's see what can work. Uh, let's see. Some white glitter should work. A cat. I was struggling with a bird. You really want to see a cat, really? I struggled with a bird. How do you think a cat will look? No, 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 no. Thank you, Richie and Mike. Thank you very much. Um, hmm. I think I wanted maths today. I'm always doing like the I'm always doing something dramatic. So we're keeping it matte for the eyes today. So let's see. Let's see if I can play with some eyeliner. So I've already used a very dark shadow, so I want to do like a very light eyeliner, if that makes any sense. A cat, that's hilarious. You really want to set me up, don't you? Nothing makes sense because there is no cat. Nice try, but there is no cat or bird coming up today. Nice try. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. I want to see what kind of eyeliner I can do. Okay. So I'm going to do two eyeliners. And the first one is going to be the black. And then we're going to spice it up from there. So I'm using my regular e.l.f. today. And I'll be doing a black. Mike, what are you going to request for trivia night? This is what it looks like. Okay. Really sharp cars. Ooh, that was fun when we did it. So how am I supposed to know American cars? I'm gonna put cars. Alright. Okay. Famous Canadian topics. Okay. Ooh, landmarks in Sudbury. Ooh, that's a good one. Mm, I don't care, but I'm gonna include it because she said so. We're gonna include it. Okay. This is what the black eyeliner is looking like. I'm gonna complete it in here. Alright. Now to make this much better, I'm gonna use a little bit of the silver. This silver liner is so faint, but I'm hoping that it's gonna work today. This is from the brand Hat Candy, Hard Candy. So, see what we can make with this. All right, it does work somehow. It's like the faintest liner ever. This is so faint. This is why I don't like using this liner because it's just too faint. I know it's no, not eye candy, hard candy. So let's see. Mm, it's in there somewhere, but it's like really faint. It's almost not there. I know it has a little bit of sparkle. I'm trying not to go crazy with sparkles because I'm always like a little sparkle won't hurt, and then I go crazy. So let's see if we can do the same thing here. Oh, this is nice. It's very subtle though, but I think it's okay. I know this one is terrible. This is like a very terrible brand. Like, I don't think I will ever be purchasing a liner from this brand. It's so faint, like it's terrible. Every time I use it, I have to struggle like so hard. This is why I avoid using it as much as possible, just because it's just terrible. Well, it added just a tiny bit of sparkle, so I will make do with that. That's all we got. Yes, don't buy this one. Mike, you're something else. Maybe I won't be buying this one. All right. Mm, that is that. I mean, there is some detail in there, but I think we're going to keep it that simple today. Now, my favorite part, the lipstick. I know for lipstick today, I want to go with this shade. This is from a brand called CoverGirl. I don't know how this is going to pair. Hmm. So, given that my eyes are dull, so I think I want to do something super sparkly. And I know just the right thing to get me where I want it to be. So I'm going to use a very dark brown pencil to do this today. So let's see. Pencil, pencil, pencil. Okay, I'm using this one from Wet and Wild, and I'm just lining my lip like I usually would. I know. So I like to line the top, and this is what it looks like so far. So I'm not going to be doing like a full lining for the bottom and the bottom. And I'm using my hand. So instead of wearing just regular lip gloss, I'm putting a little bit of lining to give it some drama. So then the focus is mostly on the upper lip. And now I'm using, well, it's not just any pencil. It is specifically created for makeup. So it has like double pigmentation. Like it's really deep and it's like softer than a regular pencil would be. So this is the star of the show. This is like a very, very, this is from Color Icon. And this is a very golden, sparkly lip gloss. So it has lots and lots of sparkles. So, and I'm placing it like this. I know, sparkles are nice. They are nice, but when it's time to clean it, you're gonna hate yourself. No bird, no bird. And I'm just packing a lot of that. So I tend to go overboard with like sparkles. So I'm trying not to do that. So to finish this off, I'm going to be using a clear gloss just to make this really shiny. You don't want to know. Mike is asking me to put like a bird on my eyeshadow. Can you imagine that? He's asking me to draw a bird and a cat. Why on earth would I do that to myself? He somehow managed to talk me into doing that yesterday, and I did. But then I ended up making a penguin. I'm not about to do that again. So field of vision. That is a very weird comment to drop for a stranger, don't you think? That is a very, very weird comment to drop for a total stranger. No bird, no penguin, none of that today. I'm sorry. There is none of that. So I'm using this. So clear gloss just makes everything better. That is super sparkly. I love it. No, it's lip gloss. Clear lip gloss. This is like my favorite thing to use. Even when I don't wear like makeup, I love to have lip gloss. So as you can see, this has taken the shine up, up a notch. So to finish this off, I'm just going to tie all the loose ends. By that I mean reapplying my blush, setting my face, spraying, and then that will be the end of this wonderful tutorial. So I'm going in for that powder. But that is lip gloss. You're asking if it was glue. How can I put glue on my lip? If I glued my lip, how am I supposed to talk? Mike, you're a case. Okay. Well, now you know what lip gloss is. You don't know, but now you know what lip gloss is. You know how you have like a lip balm, like the lip balm, but this one is like shinier than a lip balm. It's clear. This is a clear lip gloss, so it just adds shine to your lip and make sure that your lip is hydrated. So now you know. Exactly. So a lip gloss is a shiny balm. It's a shiny balm. I'm going to go back and now that my blush is done, I'm going to fix up my highlight, cherry flavored balm. See, the funny thing is, I'm not such a fan of like the sweet ones. Are good, but then like too many flavors in my gloss is just a lot. Hi Heather, welcome to the party. So I try to not have too many flavorful lip balms. I just love the clear one. Uh, as long as it's clear, I'm good. But I do have like a lot of colored lip glosses. I just love lip gloss. I come. Heather is here. Hey, shout out to Heather. Hi, Heather. How are you? How was your day? I hope you had a good day. So, this is how you finish up. Make sure that you're reapplying powders where you need to reapply. You can actually do a reverse contour, but in all sincerity, I don't do a reverse contour all the time. But Today, I think I might just do that. So I show you guys what it looks like. Now, this is why I like to use like a flat end brush, even blender, even though this one has seen greater days. But then this just helps you with the setting. And yes, this has my spray is not water, please. Why would I spray water? It's a setting spray, Mike. It's called a setting spray. So this helps you just do this clean and effectively. So actually, you can do this while you're doing like your lipstick so that it sets. But because I don't typically do this, I'm doing this now because I don't want it to really set. Oh, hi Biggie. Welcome. You're late to the party. How are you today? Alright. So don't worry. I have tutorials lined up that are going to be posted this week, guys. So don't worry. I would have lots of tutorials. I have some tutorials on my channel, so go through them. You can see how I do my makeup from like the skin prep all the way down to the finished product. Do you know if they were busy, Mike? They could have been busy. Richie Heather says hi. All right, so this is one way that you can clean this up. So this is the final result. Now, if your blush is so heavy, you can go ahead and use your powder puff to even this out. I always end up with like a very heavy blush, but that is because I know that it's going to oxidize. I believe that's the right word, but if it's not, do bear with me for saying the wrong thing. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and put like a highlighter or not. Today, I will be doing a highlighter. So I'm gonna go into my palette. I'm picking this really gold. This is actually an eyeshadow, but I like to use it as a highlighter because it's so sparkly. So I'm gonna give it for my brow bone area, like this. You want more highlighter? But in all honesty, I don't wear too much highlighter. Okay. Because I feel like sometimes if you wear like too much, you look like a clown. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna go a bit. So this is how I do my highlighter, but you can actually fix this if you made a mistake and you put too much highlighter. I'm gonna show you the best way to fix this up. Trust me, I did a video during the Christmas. I got like a new set of brushes. Oh my god, someone gave me as a gift. So I have lots of brushes. I have like over 30 brushes. So yeah, that is a makeup life. So I'm gonna put it here. I thought it was gonna break. This is the thing. You don't want your palette to fall on the ground because it's gonna crack. That means I will have to buy another one. I'm not ready for that. Oh, more brushes. Yes, 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 yes. More brushes, more, more, more. So this is what we're looking like. So I like to actually, whenever I'm applying any highlighter, I like to do it before I do some spray. I know, but I don't have a carpet, so I'm good. I am good. I'm not a fan of those because when anything gets on them, you're gonna hate yourself. Okay. No, 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 guys. Quiz night is here to stay. Don't worry. It's here to stay. So this is the final result. If you feel like you went a little crazy with your highlighter, you can go back to your blush brush and just tap on it, and this will just give it a very soft finish. And guys, this is the end. So to finish this off, I'm going to. Oh my god, I didn't do my under eye. So my under eye is going to be very simple. I'm going to be using the black. My birthday is not until September, guys. So this is done. Yeah, very early of you, Mike. Very early. Mm, okay. Mm, okay. So this is done. And then to finish off, I'm going to spray. Good night, Richie. Thanks for being here. I will see you tomorrow. I hope you're ready for games night tomorrow because it's going to be tough. So, guys, as usual, you can actually put in the comments or in the chat what you would like for trivia. But you can put it after I am done with the video so that I can see it. So, put in your request. Mike already asked for cars. So, put in your request. Guys, it's gonna start by 10 p.m. EST, so be here and be in time. So I'm using the elf. Oh boy. So we're going this down. It's not water. I mean, it's liquid, but it's not water. It's setting spray. It's a setting spray. This just helps to reduce the powdery effect. So, but I like to spray twice, so I will spray this. Okay, cars, cars. Okay, okay. So this is what it looks like. It brings everything together. It's not water. It's not water. It's setting spray. I'm using this one to finish this up. And depending on the weather you are in, you may need actually to spray twice. And hairspray. Why would I use hairspray on my face? I don't even use hairsprays. You see, I don't use hairspray. Okay. this entirely completes this tutorial. Feel free to reapply your blush if you want. You can actually also reapply your um highlighter if you want to go even crazier. And then you can go in with powder again if you like a matte look. But if you like a dewy look, you're really good and you're good to go. So I like to finish this off with my mascara. I won't be wearing false lashes today. So your eyeshadow. Yeah, I would need to see you to put an eyeshadow on you. So you have to be here for me to wear you an eyeshadow. So this is what we're looking like. Okay. So whenever I have like the black liner on, I can barely see my lashes. And by the way, I don't know why guys always have like very nice lashes and brows for no reason, right? They always have like very nice lashes. So Mike, do you have long lashes? Because I don't know. Guys always have long lashes. And I'm like, you guys don't even need it. Half brown, half blonde. Ooh, okay. Oh, you have long lashes. See? So what color are your lashes though? Brunette. Are you a natural brunette or are you you said half brown, half blonde. So are you a natural brunette or are you a blonde? All right, guys, this is the end of this eyeshadow look. Blonde kind of in the summer. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Dark brown in the winter. Why does your hair change? Hi Africa, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Really? It sounds very interesting though. That is nice. It's nice. So you become someone else. You become someone else in the summer, right? Your hair is weird. Oh. So you have silky straight hair, or is it like does it have some curl to it? Because I'm trying to imagine your hair now in that shade. That is interesting. That means you change personalities in the summer, yeah? Do you? Heather, Heather, how are you? No curls? Okay, so straight hair. But that's nice. That would be so cool to see though. That would be very, very cool. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here, guys. You guys are the best. Mike, you were here from the beginning this time, so I'm actually proud of you. You were here. Sarah is angry. Oh my god. Well, thank you for being here from the beginning to the end. Thank you. Shout out to Richie, shout out to Heather, and shout out to you, Mike. Today, Mike was here on time. I'm actually very, very proud of you because you stayed here from the beginning to the end. So thanks. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Thank you for always putting comments. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. Do share share my videos, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And of course, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. So tomorrow's trivia, as I said, is going to be about makeup. There's gonna be a lot of makeup in the trivia. So, but you can put your thank you, Heather. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, guys. So you can put it in the chat. Your request. Mike already requested cars, so that is going to be in the trivia. So if you have something else that you would like to see, let me know, guys. And I'm gonna put my Instagram, guys. You can actually request stuff from me from Instagram. Just let me know. What would you? Well, no birds, no birds. How do they do the no birds? There is no cat. There is no cat, guys. You guys want to set me up? Maybe I might actually try again. So maybe okay, football. All right. So once I'm done with the video, do put it in the comments because I won't be able to see this live comments. So put it. Heather, music. Okay, guys. Okay. Please invite someone to come and join our trivia so that our trivia nights can be more competitive. I want to see, oh, Justin Bieber song. Okay. I want to see more people in the chat. I want to see more people. Oh, sorry, guys. More people in our trivia so that it can be more fun. So, thank you guys once again. Landmarks in Newton, Wales. How is anybody going to know that? Guys, once again, what was I gonna say? Oh my god, Mike. Once again, guys, please share and comment. Um, I will see you again. If you're looking for my Instagram and my TikTok, I have them in the description, so check it out and say hello on Instagram. You can bring me requests to on Instagram. And guys, I will see you again. Bye, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Mwah.